Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Wiki Deluxe Edition. And in this episode I'm going to continue on with my medium reverse series type slash thingamajig. And again, I really need to find a better way to say that. But anyways, let's continue on. And I should mention here, right off the bat, that I didn't post a Bloons Monkey City or a Bloons Star Defense Battles episode yesterday because I got kind of busy and I started my recording late and all that. But there will be 2 up today of each of those, so yeah, look forward to that, I guess. Alright, and I did record them yesterday, I just didn't finish editing them and uploading them. So yeah, there's that. Alright, also, I don't remember what video I was talking about this in. I think I was talking about it in the Bloons Monkey City video, that I was playing Pokemon and I'm like 5 or 6 Pokemon away from completing the 6th generation Pokedex and everything. And a slight update on that, even though technically I haven't said that for you yet. But I'm actually like 2 Pokemon away now. There's just one like family of Pokemon, I guess, that I need to get from Pokemon Y, because I have Pokemon X. And I don't really know why I'm updating you on this, updating you about this, I guess. Giving you an update on my Pokemon status when it has nothing to do with this channel or Bloons at all. I just find it kind of interesting because it's something that's slightly kind of important in my life, even though it's not really. It shouldn't be important. It's just a game, but yeah, that's just something that I'm thinking about at the moment. But I think it's called Spiritus or something. It's like a anteater thing. It's exclusive to Pokemon Y, which is why, since I have Pokemon X, I don't have it yet. But anyways, I just need that, and then the Legendary that's exclusive to Y, and then I'll have like all the Pokemon from the 6th generation, which I think is pretty awesome. But obviously, it's just a game. So, alright, here, my strategy on this Bloons game is to get the Bionic Boomer. And first, actually, is to get the Banana Farm as soon as I can, and then the Bionic Boomer as soon as I can, because both of those are going to be very helpful here, because I'm going to need a lot of money, and I'm going to need fast attack rate here, because my Boomerang Thrower doesn't have very good attack rate, as you may know from previous episodes of me talking about it, and because there's 2 paths that it's split trying to catch, then I'm going to need faster attack rate. Although right now, getting a little bit better Pierce might be a little bit more helpful, just because of how many more balloons there are. That they're starting to stack up, and I'm going to need more Pierce to get through them. But I really do need the Bionic Boomer pretty quickly, so that I'm able to attack on both sides fast enough. If you remember me talking about this on the jungle, or some other stages that I can't remember, there have been a few stages where I need the Boomerang Thrower to attack both lanes at once, and it just doesn't have the attack speed. So, and especially for like yellow balloons like that, you need faster attack rate to get through them faster, or get through them entirely at all. But I'm also focusing on the Bionic Boomer before I focus on my Banana Farm, because of how important it is that I get the Bionic Boomer. And I'm even going to upgrade it to the Glaive Thrower, so Glaive Boomer, or Bionic Glaver, or whatever you would call that. Nice. And I was actually able to pop all those balloons because of the specialty building, where if you don't reach your pop limit, then it'll send out the boomerangs again, or the glaives once you upgrade it to glaives. And also, I have all my deluxe upgrades back on, so you can see in the top right corner where my lives are, I actually have more than I started with, because the Banana Farm will give you 1 extra life for each round, times the number of upgrades you have, plus the number of Banana Farms, which wasn't a very good description of it, but basically, to break it down, if you have 1 Banana Farm not upgraded, you'll get 1 life per round. If you have 1 Banana Farm with 1 upgrade, you'll get 2 lives per round. And then if you upgrade it again, 3 lives, and so on and so on. So that's how that works. And the Banana Farm, it'll help me get a few lives, but really, it kind of goes back to the idea of, if I'm getting a bunch of money from the Banana Farm, hopefully I'll be smart enough with that money to where I won't actually lose any lives, so it won't really make that big of a difference. But I know that obviously it does actually make a difference, because if I do start leaking some lives, then having that Banana Farm to increase my lives is pretty helpful. Alright, so what I'm going to do for my camo strategy or camo defense is I'm actually going to use factories on this track. But first I'm trying to upgrade my banana farm a lot. And once I get to round 24, I'm just going to use a road spike if I can to get rid of the one camo balloon. And then before round 33, I need to make sure that I get a factory at the end of the track to make sure that I catch all the camo. And just getting that Bionic Boomer was really good early on, because then I'm able to catch all of those balloons. And what round is this? 21? Yeah, I still got a little bit of time. As far as the banana farm upgrading, I'm still going to wait for the Banana Republic before I switch to long life balloons. Or bananas, not balloons. Although if you are really focused on trying to get lives out of your banana farm, then I would recommend that you go with the long life bananas as soon as you can if you're trying to get lives out of your banana farm because of the deluxe upgrade, because then it's only $500, and once you upgrade it, and you obviously keep getting one extra life per round since then or after that. But I prefer not to get the long life bananas, even though it's cheap, because I want to get the Banana Republic as soon as possible. Because the sooner you get the Banana Republic, the sooner you make more money, which means the sooner you have more money, and blah 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 blah. So I usually just get the long life bananas after I've already got the Banana Republic, because Banana Republic is cheaper than the valuable bananas. And I'm pretty sure if you do the math, the valuable bananas is actually less efficient than the Banana Republic. Maybe. I haven't actually done the math, so I can't really speak to that. But as soon as I get the valuable bananas, then I'll be done with my banana farm, or now my Banana Republic, and then I'll move on to actually building other monkeys that will defeat my balloons that I'm fighting. So actually this is round 30 now, which means I'm going to need a factory, so I'll place one just in case I don't get enough money to get the valuable bananas before round 33, but it's looking like I will be able to get the valuable bananas, and then now I'll just be able to upgrade the factory a little bit more right before round 33. And actually I might not. Yeah, I should have enough time to get the faster production, which I always prefer to get the faster production spike thingy, the right side upgrade, but yeah, faster production, rather than the larger piles, or the bigger stacks. Well, actually now I have enough money for both of them, but I tend to prefer the faster attack rate rather than the larger piles, because I really want to get the spikes out there quicker, rather than have a larger pile there when they eventually do get made. Because if you have these factories, especially for the ones closer to the beginning of the track, if it takes like 5 seconds to send out the first spike, that's kind of an exaggeration, but if it does take 5 seconds, and the pink balloons or yellow balloons kind of just zip by before you're able to actually throw out any spikes, that's kind of a problem. So I increase the production rate faster first, so that I'm able to actually get some out there before the first few balloons arrive. But obviously both of the upgrades are still very helpful. I just tend to prefer the faster production pretty much in any tower, in case you haven't noticed. I tend to prefer faster attack rate rather than actual attacking power, if that makes sense. So yeah, just a general preference. I like the attack speed because then it's something that you can really see, and generally in this game, attack rate is the best, because what I really enjoy about Bloons in general, rather than most other tower defense games, is that it's a lot more on the attack speed rather than the attack power. Like in most tower defense games where the enemies will just have a certain amount of HP or a certain amount of defense and then they just walk through, then usually you want the stronger, more powerful towers to get rid of all the HP. But here, it's not really so much about their HP as just how many layers there are and how many balloons there are. So it still kind of works the same way, but I feel like there's just a little bit more of a focus on how many attacks you're making rather than how strong your attacks are, which I'm not really sure how that translates into anything, but I don't know, just something I kind of picked up, I guess, while playing this game. And I'm actually going to use Super Monkey because I've already got the factory for any of my camo needs, and right now what I'm lacking is Moab busting, And the Super Monkey is really good at Moab busting, or Moab modeling, I guess, and obviously the bomb towers are also good with bomb busting, or blimp busting. But the Super Monkey also does have a really good attack speed, so at this point when there's two different paths to go down, attack speed is really important. While the bomb towers do have good area of effect and probably would do pretty good as balloon impact, just as a single Moab Mauler, they might not do as well here because there's two different paths where they have to attack, so the balloons are a little bit more spread out. So a small area of effect, like the bombs, wouldn't be quite as effective. Which is why, like I said, attack speed seems to be a little bit more important. And once I get Plasma Vision, I think I'm actually going to go for the Ice Tower, because I'd like to slow down the balloons as they're in that little kind of close junction right in front of the Super Monkey, if you can see where that is. But I also, actually wait, I don't need to wait for the Plasma Vision, because Laser Vision, or Laser Blast, is actually good enough to pop Frozen Blooms. So really right now, actually, I'm just kind of waiting on the money, because it is kind of expensive, and I probably should have made something else with camo detection, because I'm not really sure how well that one factory is going to do. But I think it should do alright. Don't really know how much else camo, or how many more camo balloons, camo waves I really need to worry about. I do remember that I do need to worry about the camo lead wave, but that's much later, and I'm sure that one factory is good enough for that at the moment. But I just realized that I have enough for the Arctic Wind, which will help slow down those balloons and freeze them a little bit. But actually, because it's just on those little corners, this is actually one of the good times to build a Viral Frost ice tower, because then that'll help actually freeze more balloons rather than just those at the corner. So that's actually pretty interesting how that would work. A better placement for the ice towers, if you want to just focus on one lane, would be in the corners right here, because then their range will cover more of the track rather than right here at the corners, on the outside of the corners I should say, because then it's not quite as effective. But at this point, the Moab is about to appear, so yeah, I'll keep the ice tower. It's just that now the Moab is going to appear, and I don't know exactly how well it's going to do. Oh wait, that's right! I got the deluxe upgrade, what is it? I forgot what it's called, actually. I forgot what the actual deluxe upgrade was called, but it halves the life of the blimps, so that's pretty cool. Now I really want to remember what that's called. I think it's called Bloom Sabotage, but I'm not sure. Or Blimp Sabotage or something. And here I can tell that this Spactory isn't quite cutting it, so I'm just going to throw in another one, and that actually took all the money that I was going to use for my ice tower on the Viral Frost. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to get rid of that Viral Frost, because it's not quite as effective as I was hoping, because I was hoping its range would be a little bit bigger to cover more of the track. And I guess I could just build 2 on these corners to help out a little bit more, but then that'd just be a lot more money, and it'd be better to focus my attacks on something that can affect all balloon types, like the Moab, even though really both of those wouldn't have affected camo, so that's still not a very good idea. But just in case, because I did bring up camo again, I am going to build another Spikeball factory, just to help out with a big safety net and any camo balloons that will come in. And having multiple also helps with that idea of getting in the attack speed, because really it's kind of like you're making one with triple the attack speed and bigger range, so you know, there's that. But alright, so my next goal is again to get the Robo Monkey. I actually kind of wanted to build another Banana Republic, but at this point I'm already at round 50, or almost at round 50, and then it would just be 15 more rounds until the end, so building another Banana Republic would be quite cost efficient, or cost effective. So let's see, it costs 10,400 in order to make this Banana Republic. So if I'm making 750 per wave, then that's, let me use my phone as a calculator and figure out how many waves it would take to figure that out. Alright, so what I would do is 10,400, right? That's how much it costs. Alright, let's get the Robo Monkey in first. yeah, 10,400 divided by 750, and that equals 13.86666667, which is basically just 13.8 or 13.9. So that would take about 14 waves to actually pay off itself and then start giving you an increase in income. So that means that on my final wave, I'll get plus $750. So starting another Banana Republic on round 50, not a good idea. You should start it much earlier in order to get some real profit. Unless you were planning on just selling it on the last wave or something. But in that case, if you're just going to sell it, if you have Monkey Tycoon, then you might as well just, you know, not build it. Because, again, you'd only be getting a 750 increase. So, alright. That wave was pretty easy because it was just a bunch of camo. Bunch of pink camo. Alright, so that should be good, actually. The BFB shouldn't be that hard. But I'll wait for Technological Terror before I do anything else. Just to make sure that that's actually helpful. Alright, so Bionic Boomer is still helpful. It's still a nice support, but it definitely turned into more of a support than the main attacking force because the Robo Monkey is very good. But obviously the Bionic Boomer is helpful as well. Alright, so I keep saying that. I should mention, well, what else should I talk about? Something that I think I mentioned on my Bloons Monkey City video that, again, had nothing to do with Bloons. And here I'm going to talk about something that's nothing to do with Bloons, because this is probably going to be my general strategy, other than just Technological Terror. Yeah, so Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite games ever, and I know that they have a like Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD remix thing where they add Chain of Memories and something else. I think it's just Chain of Memories. I feel like there's something else. They added Chain of Memories to Kingdom Hearts 1. And again, I keep feeling like there's some other game that they added in a bundle, but I can't remember. Anyways, and they made it for the PS3, and I was thinking, like, hey, I can record gameplay on a PS3, and I really love that game, so why don't I try to, you know, play that game and make it a Let's Play? But then, you know, I realized I haven't finished the other 5 series that I started, like 4, or, yeah, about 4 or 5, but, so I would really enjoy doing Kingdom Hearts, and also, in addition to that, they also have Kingdom Hearts 2.5 coming out, or it might have already come out, also for the PS3, and I think that'd be a pretty cool Let's Play as well. But, what was I saying? I don't know exactly when I'd actually be able to do that. One, because I'd have to buy the game, that costs like $40, I think. But then also, I do want to finish my other Let's Plays before I start a new one. And if I am going to start doing Dungeon Defenders and Twilight Princess and New Super Mario Bros. And what else was it? Call of Duty, then I do want to maybe finish Bloons Monkey City and Bloons Tower Defense for a while, or maybe just even once Bloons Monkey City comes out, I might keep doing a few Let's Plays, but not for very long, or at least not very often. And then Bloons Tower Defense Battles, I might bump that to just a once-a-week thing. If I want to do other Let's Plays like New Super Mario Bros. Although New Super Mario Bros. I'm almost done with. I stopped like really close to the end, so I could just finish that up real quick or something. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, that's definitely going to be a long one. That's going to take a while. But actually here, let's see, I'm actually going to use my ability on that first one, that first ceramic clump, just to give my safety net a little bit more time to prepare. So I know that that's definitely going to get through my defenses, or my current Super Monkey defense. And let's see, let's give you the turbocharge to help thin out that herd a little bit. Again, to give the safety net a little bit of a boost, a little bit of support for the safety net. But alright, so now I'm going to build another Super Monkey, just for the fun of it. And because it's the final wave, sell that. And you know what? That wouldn't actually help enough. But I was going to get a Sun God Monkey, but I'd have to sell my Boomerang Thrower, and I still wouldn't have enough. And maybe yeah, I'll sell one of the factories and my boomerang thrower and get a sun god monkey. So that's going to be pretty powerful. And of course, the beginning of this wave is pretty easy because it's just a bunch of zebras and then rainbows and then eventually ceramics and then the BFBs and Moabs. So, alright. And I know that when I was talking about Kingdom Hearts and everything, there's still a lot of other games that I really want to do a Let's Play of. But Bloons Star Defense and Terraria definitely take up a lot of time. Plus, then I also have the Bloons Monkey City and Bloons Star Defense Battles. But I really don't want to do like a once-a-week series because, man, I prefer doing it every day or something. But, oh well. Alright, so I got a bunch of monkey money from that. I think 600. I already had 270. Which reminds me, go over to the Mage Spire and upgrade. So then I just need one more upgrade of 1,000 monkey money, which should just be 2 more tracks, which is actually very nice timing because then I'll finish off these 2 and get 600 monkey money each, and then that'll give me enough monkey money to finish off the Mage Spire specialty building. And then I'll use that specialty building for the All Wizard Mage challenge that I'll do on Wednesday. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.